GPS analysis reveals that 84% of AOC and Bernie Sanders rally participants had taken part in at least 9 other DNC protests. I hope they're well paid. The North Carolina Supreme Court ruled that a mother and her son can sue a public school system and doctors group for allegedly administering a boy a COVID-19 vaccine without parental consent. A U.S. judge rejected the Trump administration's request to lift the temporary block on deportations under Alien Enemies Act. Federal Judge Lee Rosenthal has issued an order preventing Texas A&M University from canceling a drag show on campus. Boy, that's a bummer. Citing First Amendment rights. FBI Director Kash Patel confirms he submitted thousands of pages of documents previously requested by the House Judiciary Committee Chair Jim Jordan and other congressional leaders regarding the Russiagate scandal and other broader FBI corruption and weaponization issues. Multiple explosive devices discovered inside a Tesla showroom in Texas amid ongoing threats against Elon Musk. I guess these people want to be roommates with the people down there in El Salvador. That's not a good place to go. A 12-year-old boy from Sweden has come out of a coma and told about the shocking future of mankind. Attorney General Pam Bondi has announced that arrests are coming for those involved in the fraud unearthed by Elon Musk and Doge. Democrat Representative Jamie Raskin, that rascal, claims Trump's push to annex Canada is driven by a desire to make Elon Musk president. What does he know? President Trump has revoked the securities protection detail for Alejandro Mayorkas.
Do you want to know what cities like Los Angeles, California, Maui, Hawaii, Santiago, Chile, Valencia, Spain, and Catania, Italy have in common? Last year, it was announced that all of them would be smart cities, much like the city of Los Angeles. And coincidentally, each one of those cities experienced a devastating fire that destroyed millions and possibly billions of dollars. It's crazy that now smart cities are having a reputation of catching fire. And that should also beg the question, what other cities around where we live and around where you live are scheduled to be part of smart city movement? And just in case you're curious, some of these are major cities like San Jose, California, Cary, North Carolina, Dallas, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Austin, Texas, Columbus, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm not saying that any of this is going to happen in those cities. This is simply for informational purposes only, and I'm just trying to make people aware.
Kennedy and Dane Wigington talks about geoengineering. Dane Wigington is the guy that's really blowing the whistle on this geoengineering and chemtrailing. Let's listen.
It's one thing that a lot of people have heard about, and nobody really knows what to think about it, but chemtrails are chemtrails real? And tell us about them.
Let's start with the appropriate place to start. What we're seeing in our skies are not condensation trails in almost all cases. They are sprayed particulate trails, and we're not speculating. We have up-close film footage of military tankers and commercial, nozzles visible, turning on and off. Geoengineeringwatch.org, as a part of the film The Dimming, at great effort and expense, we acquired a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration flying lab, put top scientists in it, took samples at altitude behind heavy aircraft. We sampled what they were emitting. The sample was processed at one of the top testing institutions in the world. We found exactly what we knew we would find: climate engineering elements, starting with aluminum, which is named in one of the most significant climate engineering patents.
This judge is almost as conflicted as the one against me, while her father presided over a fake case against me and refused to recuse himself. This is Donald Trump speaking. He should be disbarred. Crooked Alvin Bragg was the DA in the case. They put me under a gag order so that I could not talk about it. Miscarriage of justice. And the conflicted judge, Boasberg, let's learn a little bit more about this guy.
Here comes the judge. And what's this? His daughter has been getting a bunch of money. Oh, from NGOs. So here she is. So she's getting millions of dollars a year to help represent illegal aliens. And so then this judge says, Trump, you can't deport them. Who elected him?
amount of value that's in dimes, yet they're the cheapest form of constitutional money out there. Nope. They're the cheapest form of physical silver out there. They're cheaper by the ounce in 1,000-ounce bars. I don't know why it's working out this way. Typically, you pay a lot more for more divisible coins. For instance, if you're going to buy a 1/10-ounce gold coin, it's going to cost you a lot more than a 1-ounce gold coin itself, because divisibility is expensive. Now we're getting it on sale. Do you see this? I negotiated all this stuff out for you folks. All you got to do is pay attention and follow the truth. The truth is what I'm filling out to you right now. 14 dimes equals 1 troy ounce. Better yet, $1.40 in pre-1965 coinage, as long as it have the ridges around the outside. Ted, what's with the ridges? The ridges stop the people from shaving the outside edge of the coin, and they basically decreasing the value, the weight of the coin itself. So what we did, the United States did, was we put ridges around the outside called reeds, and the reeds stop people from being able to scrape a little bit off on the sides. So now the top is protected because of indicia there, bottom protected with indicia there, right? And now the sides. Hey, you know there's 3 sides to every story, beside A, side B, and then there's the truth. Did you know that?
I'm at the point now where I don't think I fought for the country. I fought for some politician's view on something. There are particular guys that I think of that I killed. And I remember one dude in particular that I killed, and I shot his buddy. And then I came through his room. I killed him in front of his wife in a bedroom because he went for a gun. And I think about him now, and it's like, all right, why did I kill that guy? Well, because he went for a gun. Okay, but why did he go for a gun? Well, because I was in his room at 2 a.m. Well, why was I in his room at 2 a.m? Well, because George Bush was pissed that Saddam Hussein allegedly wanted to kill his dad, so we invaded. And then I start to think, was this guy funny? What if I met him in Paris over a coffee? Would we have actually liked each other and I just kill him because a politician sent us here for weapons of mass destruction that didn't exist? The only reason we were killing each other is because we were born on different parts of the world. That's it.
Yeah. When you start seeing Ukraine and some of these things that are happening right now, like putting us in these wars that there's just no winners. And when you've been to those countries, it's like, damn, like those are real people. I watched real people there, and it doesn't feel real from the United States because we just see it on TV. But like when you've walked those streets, it just hits you different.
Fantastic job. I thought maybe you could say a few words.
Thank you, President. As far as we are hearing a lot about fraud, waste, and abuse, a lot of waste and abuse, but there is a tremendous amount of fraud. And Elon, thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your team. You have uncovered so much fraud in our government, and we will prosecute you. We have an internal task force now working with every agency sitting here at this table. And if you've committed fraud, we're coming after you. Thank you, Elon, for that. On the violent crime level, thanks to President Trump's directive, we are seeking the death penalty again. So all of these horrible, violent criminals that you're hearing about around the country, they will face the death penalty federally within our country. And the drug dealers need to get out of here because we are coming after you. We're going to have 94 great U.S. attorneys around this country, and everyone will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
The first arrest will shock the world. Let's stay vigilant, folks. Benghazi bombshell. Secretary Higgs has just ordered the files released. Clinton's deleted emails resurface. All 33,000 of them, and the cover-up that never closed. Boom, video. Benghazi bombshell. Secretary Higgs has just ordered the files released. Clinton's deleted emails resurface, and the cover-up that never closed. Kaboom, it's starting to come out. Rent the Riot. Investigative reporter Melissa Hansen obtained documents that show how riots are organized and funded by Democratic-aligned NGOs. It's absolutely sickening.
Hey, fucking hey, man. Glad to see you guys. You guys are fucking patriots. Look at this guy. He's got covered in blood. God bless you. Yes. You good, sir? Do you need medical attention?
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
I got shot in the face. I got shot in the face with some kind of plastic bullet.
Any chance I could get you guys to leave the Senate wing?
We will. I've been making sure they ain't disrespecting the place.
Okay, just want to let you guys know this is like the sacredest place.
I'm not here to be Antifa.
Folks, it was a staged movie set. Plain and simple. That's all it was. Stacey Abrams cut off $2 billion. Wow. Donald Trump. Talk to us about this.
Stacey Abrams got $2 billion just before we took over, and it was a rush to get her the money, and that was environmental. And Nobody knows what she was doing. But 2 billion. If you got 2 million, that's a lot. If you got 200,000, that's a lot. But this was $2 billion was given. Lee, do you want to talk about that? And the other one that was even worse?
EPA has now canceled over $22 billion worth of contracts. $2 billion going to this NGO that Stacey Abrams was tied to. They received only $100 in 2023. And then the Biden administration gave them $2 billion. The director of the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund saw his former employer get $5 billion. So $20 billion went to just 8 NGOs, and they're all pass-throughs. And then they were giving it to other entities. Many of them were pass-throughs. And what you have is all these extra middlemen. They're taking their cut, and the taxpayer ends up getting screwed. They're losing out on all this hard-earned money. They can't afford to have the federal government waste. The partnership with Doge and Elon Musk has been incredible at EPA. Their team is very talented. We wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
Are you beginning to see how currencies die and how they have life expectancies? Because it takes more and more and more currency in order to get the same kind of punch. That's why you're talking $2 billion going over to Stacey Abrams. Besides, wasn't she one involved in some of the Atlanta, Georgia voting miscounts or whatever? Look, it's what's going on. Absolutely. How much things cost in 1960? I think you're going to be shocked, because this is a really value in terms of the knowledge that we're learning about how much the purchasing power of the dollar used to have. So the value of things, the worth of what it is we used to buy hasn't changed, but the worth of the currency that we're using is going to go down. So it's taking more and more currency units to get the same punch, but it's also taking more work, more taxes, and everything else. Basically, folks, we're at the end stage of this whole thing, was what's called the hockey stick right now, which is where the curve goes directly up. So we're borrowing money at a rapidly increasing pace. When we borrow this money, it's borrowed with interest. So every new dollar we have to pay back, they have to pay that back with interest as well. So it's a perpetuating system, and it cannot be paid back. Special report: Tesla med bed locations worldwide and in the U.S. Tesla med bed technology generates a field of restorative life force energy to stimulate the self-repair of all cells. Tesla med bed locations worldwide and in the U.S. Tesla med bed technology generates a field of restorative life force energy to stimulate self-repair at all cells. I don't think this is fake, folks. Seems like it's real to me, just like this snowstorm. Watch this. This is the avalanche coming at people in China. Watch. A little scary there. How do you get away from something that big? Folks, you got to run and cover. Wise man sees trouble and hides. A fool stands out and tries to take it on himself. Folks, we know what's happening right now. The dollar is dying. It's in the last few days of it right now. As a matter of fact, the U.S. debt clock has even started up a new window under the U.S. debt clock, and it's called the where is it, Marguerite? Oh, Fed fiat dollar loss in value 1913 to now. It's lost 96.23%. Do you think the silver would still have the same value? Absolutely. You seeing what kind of value is being moved around, and we're not even seeing it, folks. Hoodle the dimes. They're the least expensive way to buy silver in the United States. It's close to spot as you're going to get it as far as physical metal is concerned. Ours is not the task of fixing the entire world at once, but of stretching out to mend the part of the world that's within our reach. That's exactly what we're doing here at TED Speaks. Too bad we could be mending more lives and helping more people, but we have freedom of speech, not freedom of reach. It's going to be up to us to break through this glass ceiling and make sure the truth gets out.